Today is day 36. Oil continues gushing into the Gulf. No one is really sure how much oil is leaking. We were first told it was 1,000 barrels a day. Then it looked like 5,000 barrels a day. Now scientists say that the number may be much higher. The cloud of confusion over how much oil is spilling into the Gulf is very concerning. And it's also very unclear who is in charge. I mean, here's today's Washington Post front page: administration torn on getting tough with BP. Administration torn on getting tough with BP. Secretary Salazar says BP has missed deadline after deadline. Secretary Salazar says that if BP is not doing what they're supposed to be doing, we'll push them out of the way. But just yesterday, the Coast Guard Commandant, Thad Allen, said to push BP out of the way, it would raise the question to replace them with what? And that's why it is hard to tell who is in charge. The response seems to be delayed. We've tried many different things, from the top hat to the junk shot to the undersea straw. During testimony just last week to this committee, Secretary Salazar promised that last Saturday or Sunday, triggers would be pulled to try the dynamic kill. Saturday passed, Sunday passed, no sign of a dynamic kill. So 36 days, still no solution. The American people want to know if the administration is dithering while U.S. coastal communities are engulfed in oil. Public anger truly is growing. The American people are angry at BP, and angry at the administration. The administration's confused response stands in contrast to public anger. The administration likes to say that it will, quote, keep the boot on the throat of BP. Well, it's time to use the other boot to actually stop the spill. BP clearly bears the brunt of the responsibility for the spill. BP is responsible for paying for all of the cleanup, regardless of cost. But the White House and the administration has some responsibility. There are lapses in regulatory enforcement. The second story on the Washington Post today: U.S. oil drilling agency ignored risk warnings. Officials bypassed laws protecting environment, documents show. So the spill occurred in federal waters. The federal government owns the underground oil. So my question, Mr. Hayes, at what point does the administration take complete control to protect our communities and our coastline?
Mr. Senator, Commandant Thad Allen is the National Incident Commander operating on behalf of the administration and the government under the laws that this Congress passed, the Oil Pollution Act of 1990, to supervise all cleanup activities. He is the National Incident Commander. He is in charge. BP is paying for and implementing under his charge the cleanup responsibilities.
Well, can you then talk to us about the upcoming plan, if there is one, for this dynamic kill?
I can. Secretary Chu is in Houston as we speak. Today, the final preparations are being implemented for a dynamic kill attempt that, if today's procedures go well and the pressure testing proves sound, a decision will be made late tonight or early tomorrow morning to attempt the dynamic kill tomorrow.